this to live for. How could he leave it behind? How could he leave you behind? You're gonna miss your dad, aren't you, Peg? Me too.
Hello, is that room service? Yes, it's room 211. Could I have a full English breakfast, please?
Well, I'm glad to see that Frank's funeral hasn't put you off your grub.
Why should it? It's not giving you morning sickness, has it?
I think I'll just go and get my outfit ready.
Hello, Mr. Deborah.
Might all have to start getting on this bike so like my phone farm goes down to pan.
Well, this is the day for thinking about Frank, not ourselves.
Yeah, like when did he ever think of someone else first?
Yeah, Roy's right. Tate's will be sharpening the knives, getting ready to dish out a piece of cake. It's not that there's going to be out left. Chris will have cocked for a lot.
Hi. I was worried about you.
Peggy's missing him. I thought a run might cheer her up. That's what worked. Is Chris all right?
Yeah, he's given the caterers hell. He's taken it very well.
You think so?
Definitely. He's putting on a brave face.
That doesn't mean he's coping.
Chris is fine. It's you I'm worried about.
I'm okay. Let's just get today over. What's he doing?
How's it going, Zach?
Hey, hang on. Get a load of this. The Ballad of Frank Tate.
You're either sick or simple. Probably both in your case.
There's a great musical tradition of the tribute song.
Like?
Frankie and Johnny?
Correct.
Just like Eddie?
Correct. Tribute to the late, great Mr. Eddie Cochran.
Well, let's hear it then.
Yeah, well, just one verse.
Country and Western sound.
Correct. You were worth a few bob, a gent, a right knob. But now, Frank Tate, you sure are late. You tried to evict us. The coppers came and nicked us. But we're still here, Mr. Tate, and you are late.
Good song, that, lad.
That's very moving, that, Zach.
What are you dressed up like Chuck McDonald for?
I'm going to pay my last respects to Frank Tate.
Oh, that's lovely, that is, Butch.
I brung him up to noise duty.
He's only going because he knows Sophie's going to be there. Reckon you're going to give her one?
No, I don't.
No, I wouldn't mind. She asked me nicely. You jealous? Aren't you, Flower?
I am. I'll stick it in that chair next. And God help anything that stands in my way. The Ballad of Zach Dingle. For falsettos.
You're celebrating.
This is between me and Frank.
He's dead, Jack.
I didn't think there'd be anyone around.
You're not listening. He is dead.
But that's why I'm here. I promised.
Why not come to the funeral tea if you want to drink to an old friend?
I've said it's between me and him.
He gave you that as a peace offering when you moved out of Emmerdale Farm.
I didn't move out. I was forced out.
And you said you would drink a toast when they...
Carried him out.
You accepted his money.
I had no choice.
And you were friends long before all that.
That's what I thought.
He still did. He was holding out the olive branch. I knew it was a ham-fisted attempt.
Yeah, well, I'm not here because he lacked the social graces. That man destroyed everything me and my family worked for in order to make short-term profits out of that quarry. My life nearly fell apart when I lost the farm. Was still picking up the pieces with Andy. But what's some care kid to Frank?
Have your drink, Jack, and get off our land.
I'm trying my best with him.
Excluding him Until the head's able to come to a decision based on all the available evidence, yes.
But he's only just come back.
He has been warned. I've kept you informed at every stage.
Don't you mean pass the buck?
You're his legal guardian.
Yes. And we pay taxes to have him educated.
Look, I know this isn't easy for you. Everyone appreciates what you're trying to do for Andy.
It doesn't feel like it.
Surely you can appreciate the trouble he's causing in my class.
That's what you're trained to handle.
I really am rather surprised by your attitude.
My attitude?
We've always had a good relationship with parents.
That's because you've had it easy. You wouldn't last 5 minutes in an inner-city school with 30-odd kids like him.
We have our problems here, too.
Oh, yes. One mischievous boy.
He broke a computer worth nearly £2,000.
I thought I'd come round early, see if I could be any help.
I've got things under control. Where's my son?
He's with a childminder. I didn't think he'd understand.
That's right. Don't consult me. I'm only his father.
I'm sorry.
He loved his granddad.
Well, I could go and get him if you like.
What's the point? What's the point in anything?
I did like Frank.
I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. Now he's gone.
I might have had my disagreements with him.
I'd have.
Well, you can hardly talk.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm here for him.
He'd be touched.
Hello, Rachel. I thought more people would be here by now.
Perhaps they've gone straight to the church.
I've put James down for a while.
I bet you'd be glad when all this is over.
Chris has been a real rock since he got back. Thank heavens I had Sophie. Chris?
Mrs. Sugden has persuaded me to let you try and explain what happened yesterday.
Don't worry, Andy. You won't be in trouble. We just want to help.
I'm sorry.
That's not enough, is it?
People pick on me.
Who? Me?
You pick on me.
That just isn't true.
Just because I miss school and I can't answer questions.
I tried to include you.
You're always telling me off.
Not without good reason.
Yeah, because those parents don't like me neither. That Donna Windsor's mum wants me barring.
This is about you. You're the one who broke an expensive piece of equipment for no good reason.
But that's what he's trying to say. He has got reasons.
I'm sorry. But from what I've heard, it seems he's avoiding responsibility.
Meaning?
Until he does, it's impossible to cope with him in the classroom situation.
I'll call a doctor.
I don't need a doctor.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Chris.
I'm not going to the church.
You've got to.
I can't.
It'll be over soon.
I'm not going.
Why?
Because I'm not sitting there with a bunch of people who are glad he's dead.
No one thinks like that.
Don't they? You go. It's a bit much for me, you know, after my tests and... Well, Dad would understand.
Well, I can't just leave you here.
You've got to go. For Dad.
I'll stay with him, Zoe.
Go as well, Sophie. I'll see to James.
I'll get that.
I'll be okay.
Well, what if James needs something?
I can manage. Honestly. I'll get you on the mobile if I need any help. Please, go. One of us has to.
Right, that'll be 360, please, Zach. What do you call that when it's at home?
You said if I come up with a song, you'd give me free hell.
The Ballad of Frank Tate. You must be joking.
Well, it's hardly a joke, you might tell a lad. Not when they're about to plant them, man.
So how's it go, then?
Well, I thought you could work out the melody line. Go and get your guitar. I'll mark back with you.
Well, you heckers like...
Hey?
Mandy, I'm just nipping out back.
OK. Get us a drink whilst he's gone.
No chance.
Good afternoon, all. Large whiskey, please, and a dry white wine spritzer for Dee. And whatever anyone else is having.
Why?
Eric wants to drink to the memory of his old friend, Frank Tate.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the same Frank Tate who put Eric's motor in a scrapyard crusher, would it?
The very one, yes. Oh, good. Oh, now we can have a proper wake.
Sure Chris will be all right.
I knew he was bottling it up. Why didn't he just say something to me?
If Chris could talk about how he really felt deep down, we'd still be married.
What's the matter? Someone just walked over me.
Please, feel free to sit in the front pews.
All right, Alan.
Well, it's a poor turnout, is this?
People are probably working.
That's as good an excuse as any.
What are you getting at, Betty?
Think back to Dave Clougher's send-off. This place were packed at rafters.
Nay, it's come home to roost.
You've got a lot to live up to, little brother. Who's going to be around to see it? Well, you know what's expected of you. I knew what was expected, all right. That was the sad thing. I knew exactly. But failed miserably. But there's no relief now he's gone. I thought the pressure would be off. But it isn't, though. It's worse. It's unbearable. You see, I've no chance of showing him now, of getting it right. Who will you do it for? Who can you let down? You made things worse for me. Because he thought you were perfect. You would have had a lot to live up to. You're welcome. I'll leave you to it. A wide, open field. What will people tell you about your mummy and daddy?
I'll tell him not to listen to gossip. I came as soon as I heard. I couldn't believe it.
You still catch the funeral?
I know. I passed the church.
You gave up the chance of making one big, final, dramatic entrance for him.
Things have changed.
He's dead. You're dead.
You won't believe how dreadful I felt when I heard.
Sure.
Shouldn't you be there?
I'm looking after James.
Why haven't you gone? Still, Mummy's here now. Oh, I've missed you. Oh, God, have I missed you, darling.
I thought you might be coming with the family.
I'm not family.
You were.
I'm here because Frank was always fair with me.
Chris is a different cup of tea, isn't he?
Well, he certainly won't appreciate you muscling in on home farm.
What do you mean?
You're not that clever, Steve. Anyone can see what you're after.
And that is?
I'd guess I think you'd like to be the new Frank Tate.
You're in a cynical mood.
Why not? I'm probably going to lose my little Alice to a complete stranger.
Get a decent brief on it.
Nick's her father.
A good lawyer can discredit anyone.
You really are cut out for Frank's job, aren't you?
I didn't think you were coming.
I changed my mind. It's over. How'd you get on at school?
I don't think you want to know.
Dad.
He's been suspended again.
Jesus said, I am the resurrection, I am the life. He who believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. We brought nothing into the world, and we take nothing out. The Lord gives, and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord.
You were worth a few bob, a gent, a right knob. But now, Frank Tate, you sure are late. Ye tried to evict us, the coppers came and nicked us. But we're still here, Mr. Tate, it's you who are late. Frank Tate, yeah. Yeah. Frank.
Frank was not a man of pretension. He never forgot his roots. In the world of high finance, he was something of a traditionalist, a conservationist.
It's a rum day, really, when you come to reckon it up.
Is it, Zach?
What is? Well, when it comes down to it, it's all about which side of the blanket you were born on.
What are you talking about?
Well, take me.
No, thanks.
Inside, I'm as good as any man.
What gave you that idea?
Of course he is. Of course you are, Zach.
I can't see it.
Well, for the sake of argument, let's say that I am.
Why?
Huh? I'm as good as Frank Tate, let's put it that way. Whatever I've done for my family. Grafted. OK, yeah, robbed, yeah. Fought with my bare fists. But it's always been for me and mine.
You and Frank Tate weren't that different then.
The material benefit he earned through his own endeavours, and more importantly, in many quarters, he earned respect. In his own way, he was committed to Emmerdale, the place he had chosen as his home. He knew of his responsibilities to provide employment and homes, to be a good steward of the countryside.
Is he talking about same fella?
At the end, he had to brave cruel, and let it be said, false allegations.
And here's another thing. I mean, if one of our lot so much as pass water in a public place after a night on the bevy we get running, yet Tate can wreak havoc. Sackings, evictions, dirty dealings.
Murders?
Eh? Precisely.
Hey, he weren't convicted.
I know, it's a scandal.
No, they didn't have any evidence.
They didn't have the bottle, that's what I'm saying. He might have fancy handles on his box, but inside he's no better than you or me.
How alone must he have felt in that cell? Others might have doubted him, but Frank had his self-belief to hold on to. He was vindicated. He was proven innocent. He was estranged from his wife, but she was the mother of his precious son, and he had lost her. But he wasn't allowed to grieve her passing. He had to contend with vile innuendo. The one thing that he had, that he could be sure of, was his family. Thankfully, little James will be spared this hurt. But how have Zoe and Christopher coped with it?
Sorry, it's only just sinking in. You really did think I was dead, didn't you? Must be terribly upsetting for you.
Not really. You don't matter anymore.
Is that the best you can do? I was expecting a more spirited response. Still, I suppose it's knocked the stuffing out of you. I mean, you were definitely second best when Frank was here. But now, in a funny way, you're even less without him. That's what all that's about, isn't it? You were going to do the decent thing. I've just walked in on your suicide. Oh, goody.
Where are you going? I need to get back to Home Farm.
You can't leave now.
Something's wrong.
What?
I'm not sure. It's Chris.
What?
You stay.
Okay.
Look at that. Only one of his kids bothered to turn up, and I bet she can't stick it to the end. Can't wait for them to read the will.
How many of ours will mourn us?
So, what did you think when you heard I died?
I didn't believe you had.
Of course you did.
They buried a body.
Which you believe was me.
I still hated you as though you were still alive. I just didn't have the inconvenience of having to put up with you, that's all. But I hated you just as much. I could still see you, hear you taunting.
Oh, go on. Take the tablets.
Just like that. You really are quite predictable.
Oh, coming back from the grave isn't that predictable. Do you want me to take James for a walk? Leave you alone, you know, with your tablets. Shall I get a pen and paper? Then you could write your goodbye note. I mean, you quite rightly realised that you had nothing left in your life before I arrived. But now, things are even worse. I'm back. Your stepmother. Your father's widow. The one who's entitled to everything. There's just one thing of Frank's I know you want more than anything else.
You don't know anything about me.
Something that would let you be your own man. Show him what you're really made of. Me. It's always been me. There's not been a day when you haven't thought about me, has there? Since the first time we met.
Don't flatter yourself.
You've imagined being with me. Having me. Even when you thought I was dead. You said it. You couldn't stop hearing me. Or seeing me.
Because I hated you.
Oh, you're getting your emotions confused. It's because you love me. Hearing and seeing is one thing. But touching is another.